What's going on, YouTube? So the names to a bunch of season 3 episodes have already been released. We aren't even done with season 2 yet and the writers are full speed ahead. I know I rag on you guys a lot, but I have no choice but to respect that. Now, some episodes on this list caught my eye for one reason or another. One episode on this list just about made me fall out my chair, and some other episodes on this list I pretty much have no clue what to think about them. But let's talk about the first episode of season 3. How cool is it to be able to talk about these episodes already? I feel so giddy inside and I'm not even trying to hide it. And by the way, these episodes are in order for when they will be released, or at least in order in which they will be shot. Not exactly sure which. Girl Meets High School. You knew this episode had to be first. If I was a Girl Meets World writer, I would demand to be in charge of the script for this episode. I can already tell you how it would start. Maya and Riley would meet up at Riley's house as usual. Riley would be extra nervous and Maya would be there to ensure her that everything will be just fine. I'll skip over all the extra dialogue that I'll have in there because, well, until you guys put me on your payroll, you're not getting all of my genius for free. But I'd have Farkle, Lucas, and Zay together in the hallway talking about finally being in high school. Then Lucas would ask where Riley and Maya is, and then Zay would casually point behind Lucas with this amazed, stunned look on his face. And then Lucas would turn around with his jaw dropped because of how beautiful Maya is. And of course, because Lucas has no game whatsoever, he would say something stupid and completely uncool before he gives a friendly compliment to both Maya and Riley. But the eyes would tell the story here, people. Despite him having kind words to say about both girls, I'd make sure that his eyes told the story on who he was really interested in. But enough about what I would do. This is what I hope happens though. Something along these lines. Kinda like how it went down in Boy Meets World, when Topanga came to school looking all amazing, breaking everyone's necks in the hallways. But whatever happens, I hope they cut down on the cheesiness dramatically, because it's high school now and it's time to get serious. So the next episode on this list is called Permanent Record. Now right away this makes me think that somebody's gonna get in some big trouble. So much trouble that it might go on somebody's permanent record. I mean, who knows, I could be 100% wrong, but that's what it sounds like to me going by the title. Now, just because something goes on your permanent record, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, obviously, but it would probably be a boring show if this wasn't a bad thing. So that's what I'm going with. So the next episode on this list is called Jexia? I'm probably pronouncing that all wrong, but that's usually what happens when you make up words. And if it's not a made up word, I've never heard of it, and neither has Google apparently. So your guess is as good as mine as to what this episode would be about. The only thing I can think of is maybe a ship name, or maybe the name of some new girl. It kinda looks like it could be a ship name, and if it is, I demand you make an episode called Lucaya. God damn it. The next episode on this list is called She Don't Like Me. Now I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this episode is gonna have to do with somebody not liking someone. Again, I could be completely wrong, but what else am I supposed to think with a title like that? I mean, I'm not gonna read a title like that and predict that this episode is gonna be about pancakes. So the next episode on this list is probably my second most anticipated episode on this list as of right now. Of course, that can all change once we finally know what all the episodes will be about, but my second most anticipated episode on this list is called Triangle. Yes, that's right, Triangle. We all know what this means. Will this finally be the episode where this whole love triangle thing gets put to rest? I don't know, but this is without question a must-see episode right here. Well, then again, all Girl Meets World episodes are must-see, except Girl Meets World of Terror Part 1 and 2. Both of those episodes can burn for all I care. Destroy the tape never to be seen again, and I promise you I won't give one single But Girl Meets Triangle. Get your popcorn ready, people. And if you're old enough, get your liquor too, because you might need it, knowing these damn writers. So the next episode here is called Upstate. And just like Jessica, I have no clue whatsoever what this could possibly be about. Again, your guess is as good as mine. But the last episode on this list, and just to be clear, this isn't the last episode of season 3, it's just the last one we know of as of right now. The last episode on this list, and my most anticipated episode on this list, the one that just about gave me a heart attack, Girl Meets Ski Lodge. Holy shit. Oh, it just got real up in this. Now, if you never watched Boy Meets World, you won't know why this is a big deal. But just know it's a huge deal. Something big is going down in this episode, people. Hearts are gonna be broken. Ships are gonna be sunk. Fans from around the world are gonna be on the edge of their seats. This episode is such a big deal that I almost want to make a separate video for it. But I'll wait until the episode is getting ready to come out before I do all that. But for those of you who don't know, Cory and Topanga went to a ski lodge in Boy Meets World. And, let's just say that things were never quite the same again. Yes, Cory and Topanga moved on. I mean, obviously, they're married with 2 kids. So obviously they survived. But that ski lodge came oh so very close to being the end of Cory Matthews and Topanga Lawrence. Oh so very close. And not everybody is like Cory and Topanga. In fact, most people aren't. So I'd be willing to say that most people wouldn't have survived what they survived that day. But it's impossible to know if Lucaya fans should fear this episode or embrace it. It really depends on who's together in this episode and if Lauren will make an appearance or not. I mean, we know literally no details behind the title of this episode, but if it's anything like the Boy Meets World episode, buckle your seatbelts, boys and girls, because it's gonna be a bumpy ride. And you also might die. So, there's that. But let me know what you guys think about all of these episodes. It's hard for me to completely focus on season 3 when season 2 isn't even over yet. But I'll talk more about season 3 when season 2 officially comes to an end. But I'm still very excited nonetheless. But leave your thoughts in the comments below. But as always, until next time.